Hi guys, today I wanted to show you this new stitch that I learned. It's called Larksfoot, and I'm working on a blanket currently, and I'm using this stitch on it, and it's turning out really cool. So I wanted to show you guys how I do it. I feel like it's pretty easy. I made one, and then the pattern was really easy to memorize, so making the second one has been super easy. But so anyways, I'm going to show you guys how I do my slip knot. Okay, I'll start like this, and I wrap it around my fingers. It's really hard to flip my hand, but I kind of make a little X on this side. You'll go under one side, over the other, and twist. So then you kind of have this, then you just pull these tight. That makes your slip knot. So for this for this pattern, you have to do multiples of 4 plus 1 for your chains. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 21 chains, and then we'll start from there. Whoops. Okay. 21. So here's my 21 stitches. Obviously my blanket is a lot bigger than this. I'm just doing a small scale so you can see how to do it. I believe my blanket, I did 101 chains, and then, because like, I don't know, for this stitch you kind of work in threes, but then on the ends there will be like, it looks like a straggler, but it'll make sense when you get to like more rows. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, the second chain for my hook. So here's 1, here's 2. I'm gonna double crochet. So yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over. Sorry, my yarn is so slippery. Yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again. So then we'll do 1 in the next stitch. And 1 more in the next stitch. Okay, then we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next 3, and that will be our whole pattern for this row. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, try not to get your chain twisted as you're doing this. If you twist it, it'll look funky. I love this yarn so much, but it is so soft that it just like slips through your hands. So sometimes like when I start trying to get quick about it, it starts to get a little harder. Whoops.
So, see how I'm starting to get these little holes? That is exactly what we want. You want those holes. The second row is going to be exactly the same as this, but then when you change colors and go to do the third row, you'll pull down, because there will be 2 holes, so you'll pull down into the second hole, and it just creates this, I don't know what to call it, but I really like it.
my first one's really small. I made it really tight, but we're going to chain one, skip one, double crochet into that last one, okay. Let me pull that out for a sec, try to separate. Okay, so now we have holes. So now what we're going to do, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my work. I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3. This is going to act as a double crochet. So we're going to chain one more and skip and go into this next loop. So that way it'll create a second hole up top. So chain one more. Oh, I made that tight. So that makes 4 total. So then you'll yarn over and you'll double crochet . So basically you are just double crocheting in the exact same spots you did before, and you're skipping in the same spots just for these 2 rows. Once you start swapping colors, the pattern, it doesn't necessarily change too much, but this is the only time that you will do 2 straight rows of them being right on top of each other. Because starting the next row, like I said, you'll be going into these holes, so it'll be a little different. This pattern is very easy. Also, let me know if you guys want like beginner type tutorials, you know, like how to do a slip knot, just basic stitches like single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, you know, things like that. I wouldn't mind to make some short little videos of how to do those. But just let me know in the comments if you guys would want that. I know a lot of people do those, so that's why I kind of don't want to. But if you guys maybe like the way that I teach or something, then I would not mind doing that at all. Also, sorry that I sound super nasally. It's my sinuses and allergies, unfortunately. But now we are on the last stitch, or the last loop. So I'm going to start a double crochet normally, if I can get in here. There we go. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2, and to swap colors, I'm going to leave this. Go ahead and grab my other color. I'm just going to pull quite a bit of yarn off of this, just so that way I'm not tugging on it and it's not affecting my tension at all. You can see I have like a bunch over here. I just kind of unravel it, and then like I said, that way it just makes it a little bit easier. I'm not going to cut this like I normally would because I'm actually using this yarn for something else and I don't want to cut it. Here we go, there we go. So I'm just going to show you how I switch colors. Eventually I'll just pull it all out. But this is how I switch colors. So like I said, I didn't pull through these 2 yet to finish off the stitch. So what I do is I wrap that around and I pull through, and then bam, you just switch colors. So what I normally do is I'll cut, yeah, that's probably about the length I do, but I'll cut this gray and I'll tie these 2 pieces together. And my grandma always told me to knot it 3 times. She said that that was her number. So that's what I do. I knot it 3 times, and then I will continue on crocheting. I am going to go ahead and continue on. Hopefully that just won't like pull out. But I'm going to go ahead and turn my yarn. Like I said, I'm not going to cut that, so it's going to look kind of funky. But I'm using that for another project. So this is where it starts to get a little bit different. So we have 3 double crochets right here. So what I'm going to do is chain 3, and then I'm going to chain 1 more because we're going to skip this loop and we're going to go directly into this loop. So let me get my yarn here. Ooh, it's almost pulling out. I'm going to just pretend knot this like a little bit. Okay. So, turning and then chaining 1, 2, 3, 4, since we're skipping. And then I'm going to double crochet into the next. Then, this is where it gets fun. We're going to double crochet into this bottom hole. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and then double crochet into the next one like you normally would. Pull through 2, and then chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. And then double crochet into that bottom hole. And then to the next. Chain 1. So now you guys can kind of tell this would stay tied. Okay, now you can kind of tell where I said it gets a little bit different, but I absolutely love this. I think it's so cute. Just try to keep your tension the same when you make these. I know it's handmade, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I know it's not gonna be perfect, but I think this is so cute. I love these colors together too. But notice how it's making holes still, but they're in like the opposite spots. That's what we want. That's what we want. It's gonna look great. So once you finish off this row, which I will here in a second, then it'll go back to how down here we were doing double crocheting over top of the 3. It's going to be like that in the second row. Once we get to the second row of the mint, we will just be double crocheting in these spots and skipping these spots. So then it creates the second hole again. So then when you swap colors again, then you can pull it down like we just did. But I'm going to go ahead and finish off this row and the next row just to show you guys how to do it. And then I will show you, I'm not 100% finished, but I'm basically finished. But I wanted to show you guys the blanket that I'm currently making for my cousin Taylor. She has a son who's going to turn 1 in August, so it's going to be for his birthday. But for that one, I'm using gray, blue, and white, and it just looks so cute. But I want to show you guys how to do this, and then I'll show you my almost finished product. I have very, very tight tension most of the time when I'm working on my projects, and sometimes it does cause me a bit of trouble because I can't get through loops and things because it's so tight. So you don't have to hold it exactly how I do. You don't have to do it exactly how I do. This is just how I do it. Personally, I will link the pattern in the description because this is not my pattern. I'm just following a pattern that I found on Pinterest. to the last stitch. And there's that row. I think they kind of look like little funny faces. Oh my god, especially with this color, they look like Squidward. Does anybody else see Squidward? But from this point, like I said, we're just going to double crochet over these 3, skip, double crochet over those 3, skip, just like we were doing before. So we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to act as our first double crochet. Oops. And 3 double crochet and then chain 1. So it's going to start looking like that. That's what we want. Oop, my yarn's getting funky over here. Oops. Also, while I'm finishing this up, let me know if you guys like my angles and my lighting, and if not, I do not mind taking criticism. Just let me know what you guys think. I want to make it like easy as possible for the viewers. Okay, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the last, and then if I were actually making this looks so cute. I would be switching colors again and cutting the ends and knotting them together like I said I would do down here. But I'm just going to leave it like this, just so that way I can show you guys. So see, now we have more holes. See? I think this looks so cute. So I'm going to pull this out quickly and wrap up my other yarn, and then I will pull out my project that I'm working on. So satisfying. Alright guys, are you ready to see mine? Oh, wow. I had it upside down. Now the yarn's all funky. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Ooh. There she is. Isn't it gorgeous? I love these colors so much together. I think it's so cute. There's like dog hair, but I always wash these before I give them to people. Number one, I want it clean before I give it to someone, because I do have 4 animals and a child, a 5-year-old daughter. So sometimes things get spilled, or, you know, there's dog hair all over it, whatever. So I always wash it to make sure it's clean. I also feel like It makes the yarn softer. Excuse me. But I also wash it and dry it, and I kind of just double check to see if any of my knots have come undone, things like that, and that way I can fix them before I, you know, give them to whoever it's for. But so here's my almost finished. I started this blue row last night, and I'm almost out of my blue yarn. This is all I have left, and I have been looking online everywhere. I cannot find it. I have had this blue for probably, oh my gosh, probably since like 2012, maybe 2013. I've had it forever. I tried knitting. I started making a blanket for my boyfriend, and it was just not good. I'm not good at knitting at all. Which I haven't tried in a long time since then, but still, I love crocheting. It's so much easier. But anyways, cannot find this yarn. So if you have or know of somewhere that has, what's the brand? Red Heart. The color is just royal. I need it. I will pay for it. I will get it somehow. I don't know. But I need to find this. I need to find this so I can finish it. Me and my cousin have talked and have talked about other options, but I don't want it to look silly or be like a funky length or anything. So I'm not sure. But if anyone knows where this is, help a girl out. I love this color. It's so pretty. It looks so good on this blanket. I'm obsessed. I think that will end my tutorial on the Larksfoot stitch, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for more. Thanks, guys. Bye.